Remember, we haven't changed anything with this theme. All we've done is we've gone through the Oberlo and AliExpress side of it, which is great. But I have noticed with this off-the-shelf theme that they give you, the colours are quite dull, aren't they? And the type is quite small, so I don't really like the look of it. If we click one of these earring products, these colours to me are a bit boring, and I must admit this is very light coloured type in the description here. I would definitely rather it just be black or something a lot darker. So now would be a good time to just to start looking at some customization to give the site a little bit more of a better feel. So let's head back over to our admin, and if you go to the online store tab on the left hand menu, what we can do is go over to the customize theme on the right hand side, and if we click general settings, this is where we can just change some of the colors and some of the font. So this page, we're on the home page at the moment, excuse me, but let's go to women's jewelry, click earrings, because we've got all this set up. We'll go into that description page, and what we can do is we can change the colors. So click colors along the left hand side, and you'll see that it gives you all these color options. So headings and links, body text, sale text. Well, the body text, I mean, that's really light. It's a really light color. So let's just go black. I mean, you can't beat black, can you? I mean, that just stands out straight away, that I can read that all of a sudden. But I mean, you could make this, you know, anything, blue, purple, pink. So let's leave it as black because it just stands out for a description. The sale text, that was quite, I mean, we could make that, you know, we could make that red. It's going to stand out a lot more, isn't it, if it's bright red. $9.97 sale. So that looks a lot better already. What else have we got here? Borders and lines, probably not so important. That button, don't really like the colour of that button either. Let's make that a nice blue. That's better. So now that button on the right hand side is a nice big blue colour. The button text, white, that's fine. Small buttons, I'm not too sure what they mean by small buttons, but small button text fields, that's all fine. The background's fine. Yeah, so look, I just, you know, a small couple of tweaks that just took a few seconds, but already that looks a lot better in my opinion. So we'll just go to the top left here, push the back button, and now we can change the type. So you've got all different types of font. You could just go through and we'll see what these look like. Avant-garde, Arial. I mean, the standard fonts are normally the best, aren't they? I mean, you don't want to start going for something too crazy. We'll just leave it like that. And the heading base size, well, obviously you can change the size. It's no brainer. Well, let's make it a bit bigger. Actually, that was probably fine how it was. That's fine. Body text, font. The social media, this is where you can enter, you know, if you have a website. In fact, I'm going to quickly nip off and get a link to a Facebook page just so I can demonstrate it to you. So hold on just a tick. Okay, so I've just gone and grabbed a link to a Facebook page that I set up for Payless Plaza. And what you can do is any of these links like Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, all of these, you can just drop your link, your account link for those straight into here. So under Facebook on the left hand side here, I'm just going to copy and paste my Facebook page and click save. And down the bottom here, it won't actually be this button here, share. That will just be sharing the page on your timeline with your friends. But down the bottom here, this little icon has appeared, a little Facebook icon. Now, if I press that, I'm not too sure if it'll open in another tab or not, but I'll open in a new tab. It will open a Payless Plaza Facebook page, which you will want to have a Facebook page when it comes to doing some of your social marketing. But just going back here, that's all fine. The favicon. The favicon is actually quite important in my opinion. The favicon is the little icons up the top. So if you see Oberlo's got a little blue icon with a little tag. AliExpress has this little red smiley face or whatever it's supposed to be. And it's a really quick, easy way to figure out what websites you've got open in your tabs at the top. And if we go to Payless Plaza, you'll notice that Payless Plaza has a little green shopping bag with an S on it. And if we, that's what our Payless Plaza shop has at the moment. But unfortunately, Shopify also has the same icon. Let's change that. So I'm going to show you, you can just upload, I have favicon images somewhere. And it's 32 by 32 pics. So I'll find the one that's 32 by 32 and click that. And it's going to upload this one that I made earlier. So it's just a red square with a white P in it to sort of identify Payless Plaza. But if I click save, and then refresh, it's because I'm in the admin of Shopify at the moment. If I actually go to my store, when I open a new tab with just my store, see it's come up, this is in the tab at the very top, it's come up with a P now. Now this is really handy because if you're doing lots of admin stuff or lots of editing of your website and you're going back and forth between that and your live store view, you can immediately see which tab is your store, and it does help, it does save time. Otherwise, your store is going to be set with a default green bag, which is the same as Shopify. So if you can change your favicon, that's a really good idea to do. If you're not too sure how to make a favicon, there are favicon generators out there. If you just Google favicon generator, you're going to find an online in the cloud favicon builder that will make one for you, and you'll be able to download it and then upload it on Shopify really, really easily. So that was the favicon. Check out. So obviously there's custom images that you can enter into the checkout and all that kind of thing. I won't go into that right now though. And that's pretty much it. You've got different sections here, the header and that. I might just come back to that. But if we just go to our store, go to earrings, and see, look, even already the sale thing, it shows up so much better. You know, now that they're red. And it all stands out a lot better. I don't spend too much time on explaining this sort of thing because it comes down to personal preference, and I could go through and make a whole lot of changes and keep demonstrating it to you, but it's one of those things. It comes down to personal preference. So you need to go in there and you know spend some time playing around with colors and fonts and all that type of thing, and eventually you'll get a really schmick looking website.